Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. The ring slots perfectly into place, but nothing happens. However, you get a feeling from the door, as if it expects something else. The strange writing on the door glints in the candlelight. Perhaps it's significant.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
To live in more interesting times.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. The ring slots perfectly into place, but nothing happens. However, you get a feeling from the door, as if it expects something else. The strange writing on the door glints in the candlelight. Perhaps it's significant.
Seen this language before. Inscribed on the Tsar's signet ring, I think.
There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
Remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
They won't expect this.
May we be worthy.
Forever dauntless. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Try me.
This is my time.
Watch and learn.
This is gonna feel good.
What now? May the gods take you first. On the victor's path. Another fight. Let's go.
I've got a long road ahead.
Here goes nothing.
Stand on a clean metal platform, a beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him. What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole. It does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Much like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
On the victor's path.
Watch this.
Nothing important is ever easy. Seems the best way. Breathe deep and move.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Hardly. Cazador didn't keep me in luxury, but I've never seen anything like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? My brethren spoke nothing of this.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible. The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us? Free from this nightmare. It doesn't feel possible.
I promise you, I know that feeling all too well. But it can be done.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
I just want to breathe free air. One last time.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here. There's only one reason they'd all still be here. He must need them for the ritual. Each of the 7, we must have brought in 1,000 over the decades. They're all lambs for his slaughter. And if I was to take his place, they'd all die by my hand. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose. They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
You came here wholly ignorant, with no concept of what you are about to witness. This is the rite of profane ascension, attempted only once in legend. 7,000 souls, each bearing the scar of the one who brought them to me, stand ready to be sacrificed. In their blood, I shall be reborn, free to walk in the sun's rays, free from sanguinary hunger, and free to crush any who stand against me with merciless power. Blessed are you to be the first I shall consume when I become the Vampire Ascendant.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
The runes are the key. Cazador is using them to leech the spawn's power.
If we can reach the glowing sigils, maybe we can redirect that power from him to us.
Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger.
Well, so much for peace. your soul.
Ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Still on my feet.
I need your help.
Time is at hand. The age of the vampire is about to
light will prevail. Centuries of toil, all building to this. The power is phenomenal. I feel so alive!
At the ready. Time for some bloody work. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. visitors. No time for mercy.
The great vampire lord looks peaceful, recovering in his coffin. There is no trace of the fury that you fought against.
Consummatum est.
Ego cecidi.
Hold there. Didn't expect to see anyone with a pulse coming out of that dungeon. My name's Ulmer. My people are monster hunters, but the vampire Cazador made us his prey. He attacked us, stole our children, and left our tribe shattered. The few of us that survived came here looking for revenge. But what do we find instead? A stranger who faced down the vampire ascendant and lived. I cannot say if I'm more impressed by your bravery or your terrible luck to face such a foe. As are we all. But this is the hand fate has dealt. We will carry them in our hearts. As for you, you have my people's thanks. I know you face trials ahead. We will stand with you as best we can. Until then, go in peace. And thank you.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Curious. I drained you dry. Yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided? I can feel them. The might, the vigor, the possibilities. The Elder Brain could be the harbinger of the grand design and the doom of the Githyanki. The end time of the 16 planes will be upon us, and the Astral will be the first to fall. Very well. I will accept what this damnable Gaterock has to offer. Yisk Githkar Tavki Krashet.
It is done.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve. What are you?
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
I suppose, if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
Give up now.
Is something burdening you? What about him? The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well.
It's happening already.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.